Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Arizona Dreams. Subscribers appreciate you, and new viewers, you gotta become subscribers so that you get this awesome videos. We are just packed full with our entertainment. You know how I know that? Because we've been binging. We are Netflix binging, Amazon binging, Disney Plus binging, TV binging. Just jumping right in, this video is about binging and what we're doing to occupy our time now that we either spend time in our yard or we spend time in the house. We don't typically go out unless I take them for a ride in the Jeep, because we're trying to isolate ourselves. Because I've seen family members now. I have had two family members both go through this. One is in healthcare directly as a nurse. The other one is in healthcare indirectly doing hearing aid stuff. The hearing aid seems to be on the mend and seems to be good. The nurse is in self-isolation for 14 days and can't even see her children. So it's hit home for me. You know, you see it on the news, and so we've decided we're going to be a little more extreme. It's not about being scared or nervous. It's about being smart. And it's a simple fact. The less people we come in contact with, the less chance we have of getting it. It's that simple. We're not unhappy. We have actually grown a little fonder of ourselves and our children. So, what have we binged? Let's jump right in with Netflix first.
It doesn't matter.
What's your top binge?
All right. Well, none of this will be in any particular order except for the first one. And I'm going to say the number one binge that we've had is Tiger King. Now,
wait.
What?
She didn't want to watch it.
I did not want to watch it. That's what I was going to say. I kept hearing about it, and I was like, what is this? This looks really strange, and it looks like Joe Dirt with a tiger. And I just was like, I don't want to watch it. But I kept seeing it on my Facebook timeline. I kept hearing about it. So I finally pulled it up on Netflix. And I watched one episode, and it was just
begrudgingly.
It was just not for me. And I fell asleep on probably 70% of it. Mm-hmm. So I said, I don't know. And I posted on Facebook, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. And people were like, no, you got to keep going with it. It gets crazier and crazier every episode. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I'll try a second episode. Second episode was better, but I still slept on it, and I was like, it was all right.
Let's take a sidebar for a second and say that my wife can sleep on any show. It doesn't matter if it's
good or
Game
bad.
of Thrones, you know, Westworld, you name the most crazy, Breaking Bad, you know, whatever the most thrilling, draw you in and you can't stop watching, she can sleep on it.
Yeah, I can't sleep on it. Finally got to the third episode. It reeled me in. I started to see the thing that everybody was talking about, and it just got crazier and wilder from there. I mean, you got meth, you got mullets, you got thruples, you got murder.
Wait. Meth, mullets, and what was the thruples?
And you got thruples.
Okay.
You know, you have to watch it. If you don't know what's going on with the thruple, you have to watch it. But, you know, and I hear people that are like, yeah, I would never watch a show like that. It's too trashy. Well, you know what? I need trashy right now. I need to escape.
You thrive on a little bit of that cuckoo nonsense shows.
I do, but now more than ever, I need something to take my mind off of what's going on, and I thoroughly enjoy the show. I think Joe Exotic got a raw deal right now. Dirt. I will not tell you why if you haven't heard why he's not.
Just go
free,
check it out.
You should watch it. If you're watching Tiger King and you think Carol Baskin killed her husband, let me know in the comments below. I think she did.
Maybe she did. Watch the show. We've been watching The New Pope, which is an extension of
The Young Pope.
So
just finished that last night.
That's what's his name?
Jude
Law. And in the first season, which we really enjoyed, and in the second season, they introduced John Malkovich as well. And we were thoroughly confused by that one. And the ending, we were thoroughly like, why?
Yeah, I was confused by the ending, you know. Yeah. But what I realized about this show, without giving away too much, this show to me is nothing without Jude Law.
Oh yeah,
like, he didn't even really. He really wasn't very much a part of the show till more than halfway
yeah,
through this season, and I was not feeling it at all. Yeah. And then Jude Law comes back, and I'm like, okay, now I remember why I like this show. If the cliffhanger remains as is, I don't know if I can invest in a third season.
That's on HBO. And then I mentioned it, Westworld. The first season we thoroughly enjoyed. This is season 3, right?
Yeah.
And this third season, because we're not really that enthralled by it. I mean, you still have some of the main players there, but a lot of them have also gone to the wayside. And they brought in Jesse from Breaking Bad, whatever his name is. And the writers have even said we basically are rebooting. We're not.
It's a totally different
trying to carry the show the way it was.
I'm fascinated with shows about robots. I don't know. Westworld.
She made us watch some Russian nonsense thing.
It was
my God, it was
dubbed.
bad.
It was a terrible robot show, this Russian one. But Westworld kind of drew me into this robot world. The first season.
What was the British one that's no more?
Humans?
Human.
Yeah, well, going back to Westworld, the first season I thought was fascinating.
Yeah.
The world they were in.
It was cool.
It was just amazing to me, and I was hooked.
Westworld.
The second season, it was a little confusing, but it was still okay. This season, it's in a whole nother world. Dorothy, is that her name? What's her name? Dolores. She's on a...
Did I mention she sleeps a lot on the shows?
I do. She's on a revenge mission. I'm just not feeling it. And I like shows that I can fall asleep on and lose 20 mintes time and know what's going on. I don't like to have to concentrate.
Low-level investment is key for my wife.
Yes.
All right, so she kind of mentioned robots. Because of Westworld, actually, we started watching the series on Netflix, I believe. Maybe
that's
Amazon.
A Prime.
Called Humans, which was a British show.
I love this show.
And it's over, right?
Yeah, it's 3 seasons and out.
It was an interesting show, again, about robots that look human.
But in this show, robots are more... They're interactive with the humans.
Yeah, they're like, very human.
It's a different...
But they have some subjective roles.
And it's very nuanced. I really like that show.
We've been watching
Ozark,
which
that's another really good one.
Is a twisted show.
But it's really good.
The premise is that Marty's partner, he's an accountant, got in bed with some cartel. And that's kind of the premise of the show. That's how they introduce the show, really. Is Marty's in an unstable, unhappy marriage, 2 kids, and he finds out that his partner is in bed with the cartel.
And then Marty gets involved.
Then they go to the Ozarks and take it from there.
But I will say that I really like Jason Bateman, and I think just the whole cast, the acting is superb. The Weiss brother Ben, I thought he was going to be
season 3.
Season 3. I thought he was going to be a kind of a much more minor character than he turned out to be, but he really showed his acting chops this season. And the ending shocked the mess out of me. So it keeps you. It was a slow burn for me though. Like the first couple episodes. Every season seems to start off slow, and then it gets riveting.
You'll either be like myself, where you'll see the ending coming, or like my wife. She didn't see it at all, and I kept saying, "I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen." And
well, you know what cracks me up about my dear husband, like the ending, the season finale of season 3. I love how normally he tells me, I bet you this is going to happen. I think this is going to happen. I love how he waits until the bomb drops. And then he says, I knew it. I told you. I saw that coming a mile away. I don't believe you. You're full of it.
You must have been snoozing because I said it.
No.
But anyways.
No, he loves to pretend like he knows the surprise endings when he really doesn't. He doesn't.
Yes, dear.
I'm on my own with this one. I've been binge watching Love is Blind.
Oh, good God.
That's another one I heard a lot about. It took me a long time to watch it because I stopped watching dating shows a while ago. So I wasn't into it. But again, if I keep hearing about something enough, I'll give it a shot. And actually, I've
She's
liked
addicted.
it.
Don't let her.
I'm on the.
Actually, I like it. You
I
watch
like
it anytime I'm not in the room.
Right, so I wait till he's doing something or he's gone. But I'm on the last episode right now, so I don't know what couples are actually going to go through with the marriage. But yeah, it's
What's the cheese-tastic?
It's about it's these couples. They come in.
Oh yeah,
They
never
get
meet.
they never
talk,
meet.
Right?
They sit in these pods where it's blind. They don't get to see each other. They fall in love.
Love is blind.
Yeah, see?
Ugh.
They fall in love, not knowing what each other looks like, and they only meet if they propose before they see each other. So I just found the concept really interesting. And now
Did anybody
they have
propose just to see what the heck they were talking
I
to?
wonder sometimes.
I'm
This
giving
is
my wife a new
interesting.
middle name though. Her new middle name is Milady.
Yeah, you have to watch the show to know what he's talking about. But yeah, I like the show.
What is the other creptastic sci-fi show?
Defiant.
Defiant.
That's your thing.
It's a filler.
Yeah. Sometimes shows aren't like, oh, I can't wait to watch it, but it's just like,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what,
like,
we got nothing else to watch. So, Money Heist.
Yeah, that's gone to crap too in a handbasket.
I liked the first season.
Mm-hmm.
The second season was okay. I feel like they're kind of going back to what they were doing in the first season. But I think it's almost kind of like been there, done that.
First season was okay. That was her pick.
And I usually don't like dubbed over
Yeah.
shows. It's a foreign show. I think they're Spanish or something. Working Moms.
Oh, that's a funny, unexpectedly funny. I didn't think I would like that. I actually put that on for her because it seemed like it'd be more up her alley.
I was shocked when he put that on
Yeah.
because normally I have to like drag him into a show like Working Moms.
That should tell you how pressed we are for entertainment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was me trying to placate my wife. Didn't they start with them all breastfeeding or something like that?
Something like that. Something
And it was
weird.
just
And then I was like, oh no,
what the
he's done
heck
now. He's
is
not coming
this?
back.
And I'm like, I'm a guy and I like to see those things, but not like that and not in this. And like she said, I was just like, huh?
But it's a really funny
it's-
show.
There is
It
some
is.
seriously off the wall humor in that show, and you kind of have to pay attention a little bit because some of it's very subtle, and some of it's very in your face. I think the reason that I was willing to give it a try was because of Chewing Gum. Chewing Gum was a very offbeat British humor that apparently is not coming back, which is a shame because the girl that was the star in that was very funny.
Yeah.
And I think I saw the potential that it could be kind of offbeat, weird humor. And it certainly is. It's a Canadian-produced show.
What is that show with the really goofy British chick who was in love with the priest and
I don't know what it's
sister's
called.
husband was tried to.
I don't know.
have
That's
an affair
another
with her.
one, kind of like Chewing Gum.
It was. She won some award.
Yeah, she was in something else too, wasn't she?
Yeah, and we watched that too, and
Yeah.
it was funny. I'm gonna have to look up what the names.
We'll
of
put them in the comments.
shows
But one of
that she was
one
in,
of
but
them
she is a hilarious
is
actress.
she's a single woman, and she's very free-willing about sex. Just looks to have sex and likes to party, likes to drink, but is also obviously lonely. And it just is kind of comical the way she treats the character. And the character is kind of goofy looking in of herself.
Fleabag.
Is it Fleabag?
I think it's Fleabag. I'll fix
maybe.
it if I'm wrong.
She can use facial expressions to really, and she has a habit of talking to the screen like I am now. Like she will be in a dialogue and then she'll look at you and go, huh? We've also taken to starting to do family movie night again, which is where Disney really comes into play. Sometimes Netflix, but Disney and Apple TV Plus have been big lifts for us to just sit down and, because we used to like to go to the movie theaters at least once every other week or so. So we've watched Onward.
I really like that movie. I like.
She was emotionally invested. I can't tell you the ending, but she was not happy.
Yeah, I was
She
not
was
happy.
not
I
happy.
didn't
Whereas
even-
I'm saying, man, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a nice movie.
I was emotionally invested. I like kids' movies. I don't know.
We
I can get
watched
into Jumanji, the second Jumanji.
the second Jumanji.
That was good.
That was good. And the boys liked it. My daughter liked it. So yeah, give us your
Let us
recommendations.
know what you're binging. We could maybe get some ideas.
And we almost forgot Tin Star, which we're eagerly awaiting the return, which I believe is its final season, right?
Yeah, that's on Amazon.
That is a
Prime.
crazy show. You want to see some just like, wow, Did that really just happen? It's about a cop in a Podok area of Canada. Give us your recommendations. Tell us what you're binging, what you're doing. Are you doing a family movie night? What movies are you guys doing? What else are you doing? You know the drill. Subscribe, share, like, comments down below. Check back for the new video. Take care.
Perfect.